All right, folks, howdy. Good evening. Welcome to the Down Home. We're real glad you're here, and we're particularly glad that we were able to get the performer tonight. And if you would, please welcome Townes Van Zandt.
Let me introduce these guys before we start off. This is Mickey White on the guitar, and this is Donnie Silverman on the going to be playing the horns. Well, we usually start off with this one because it's a picker and get warmed up. If I had $1 bill, yes, I believe I surely will go to town and drink my fill early in the morning. Little darling, she's a red-haired thing, man, she makes my legs to sing. Gonna buy her a diamond ring early in the morning. Darling girl, slit her throat just to get her pearls. Cast myself into a whirl for a bunch of swine. It's a long way down the Harlan Road, busted back in a heavy load. Won't get through to save my soul early in the morning. Keeping my dying bed, tell me where to lay my head. Not with me is all she said early in the morning. Always been a gambling man, rolling balls with either hand. 7 is the promised land early in the morning. I believe I surely will go to town and drink my fill early in the morning. Thanks, y'all. Thanks. That's always been my mother's least favorite song that I ever wrote. Well, here's one. It's kind of medley of my hit. Living on the road, my friend, was gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breath's as hard as kerosene. You weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye. Sank into your dreams. Pancho was a bandit, boys. His horse was fast as polished steel. Wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, on the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying words. Oh, but that's the way it goes. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him hang around out of kindness, I suppose. Well, Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dusty Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. Oh, it ain't nobody knows. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Tell how Pancho fell. Lefty's living in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold. So the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, to save a few for Lefty too. Or he just did what he had to do. Oh, and now he's growing old. A few great federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong out of kindness, I suppose. A few great federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong out of kindness, I suppose. Thanks. Here's one, this is called the Buckskin, Stallion Blues. I wrote this up in Colorado a while back. It's kind of half about a horse and half about a girl. And I still miss that horse. Well, I'm on a roll tonight. I'm hot. I heard her sing in tongues of silver. I heard her cry in a summer storm. I loved her, but she did not know it, and I don't think about her anymore. Now she's gone, and I can't believe it, so I don't think about her anymore. If 3 and 4 was 7 only, where would that leave 1 and 2? If love can be and still be lonely, where does that leave me and you? Time there was and time there will be, where does that leave me and you? If I had a buckskin stallion, I'd tame him down and ride away. And if I had a flying schooner, I'd sail into the light of day. If I had your love forever, sail into the light of day. Pretty songs in pretty places, places that I've never seen. Pretty songs and pretty faces, tell me what their laughter means. Some look like they'll cry forever, tell me what their laughter means. Well, if I had a buckskin stallion, I'd tame him down and ride away. If I had a golden galleon, I'd sail into the light of day. If I had your love forever, sail into the light of day. Let's see. Let's do one. No Place to Fall. Do No Place to Fall, Donnie, and then we go to G. Here's one that a good friend of mine, Steve Young, recorded called No Place to Fall. Sure is a pleasure. Last night we played a real madhouse, man. It's fun to be able to hear the guitars and something like that. Well, if I had no place to fall, and I needed to, or could I count on you to lay me down? Well, I'd never tell you no lies. I don't believe it's wise. You got pretty eyes. Won't you spin me round? I ain't much of a lover, it's true. Well, I'm here, then I'm gone, and I'm forever blue. I'm sure wanting you. The sky's full of silver and gold. Try to hide the sun. Oh, but it can't be done. At least not for long. Oh, and if we help each other grow while the light of day smiles down our way, oh, we can't go wrong. Well, time, she's a fast old train. She's here, then she's gone, and she won't come again. Won't you take my hand? Oh, if I had no place to fall, and I needed to, could I count on you thought you laid me down. Well, here's a talking blues song I wrote. First, talking blues songs are kind of easy because the melodies are all the same. And I don't know about this is called the Talking Thunderbird Blues. I guess they got Thunderbird wine everywhere. This is about the first time I ever had any. That was from like 1957 to about 1968. Well, among the strangest things I ever heard, this friend of mine said, "Man, let's get some Thunderbird." I said, "What's that?" He just started to grin, slobbered on his shirt, and his eyes got dim. He said, "You got 59 cents?" I said, "I got $1, but don't be no smart aleck. I ain't going to spend it on some Indian relic." He said, "Thunderbird's not an Indian trinket. It's a wine, man. You take it home and drink it." I said, "It don't sound like wine to me," and he said he'd bet me the change from my $1. Well, we hustled on down near as you told him. The guy wanted my ID. I whipped her out and showed him. He got a green bottle from the freezing vault. My friend started doing backward somersaults through the cottage cheese. We took it back to his house, started drinking. Pretty soon I set into thinking, man, this Thunderbird is yum, yum, yummy, and I know it's doing good things to my tum, tum, tum. It's the way you reason when you're on that crap. We got a few more bottles and chugged them down. I pulled myself up off the ground, decided I'd go see my dear sweet wife. She met me at the door with a carving knife. Said, "Get them damn grape peels from between your teeth." I could see we were going to have a little misunderstanding. I said, "Dear, I better get in touch with you later." She said, "Forget it, man. You're never touching me again." Now I've seen the light and I've heard the word, and I'm staying away from that old Thunderbird. The message come from heaven, radiant and fine, and now all I drink's communion wine. 6 days a week. Well, here's another different kind of talking blues song. This one's called Mr. Mud and Mr. Gold. It's about a game of 5-card stud. I used to play poker back before I learned how to flip coins. Well, the wicked king of clubs awoke. It was to his queen he turned. His lips were laughing as they spoke, and his eyes like bullets burned. The sun's upon a gambling day. His queen smiled low and blissfully. "Let's make some wretched fool to pay," and plain it was she did agree. He sent his deuce down into diamond, his 4 to heart, and his trade of spade. 3 kings with their legions come, and preparations soon were made. They voted Club the day's commander, give him an army face and number, all but the outlaw jack of diamonds and the aces in the sky. Well, he give his 7's first instruction, "Spirit me a game of studs, stakes unscarred by limitation, between a man named Gold and a man named Mud. Club filled Gold with greedy vapors till his long green eyes did glow. Mud was left with the sighs and trembles, watching his hard-earned money go. Flushes fell on Gold like water, 10s they paired and paired again, but the aces only flew through heaven, and the diamond jack called no man friend. Well, the diamond queen saw Mud's ordeal, began to think of her long-lost son, fell to her knees with a mother's mercy and prayed to the angels, every one. Now the diamond queen, she prayed and prayed, and the diamond angel filled Mud's hole, and the wicked king of clubs himself fell face down in front of gold. Well, 3 kings come to club's command, but the angels from the sky did ride. 3 kings up in the streets of gold, 3 fireballs on a muddy side. Well, the club queen heard her husband's call, but Lord, that queen of diamonds' joy, when the outlaw in the heavenly hall turned out to be her wandering boy. Now mud he checked and gold bet all, mud he raised and gold did call, and a smile just melted off his face when mud turned over that diamond ace. Now here's what this story's told. You feel like mud, you'll end up gold. Feel like lost, you'll end up found. So amigo, lay them razors down. Thanks, y'all. Thanks. That song, that took one night to write and about 4 months to learn. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I'd swim the seas for to ease your pain. In the night forlorn, the morning's born, and the morning shines with the lights of love. You will miss sunrise if you close your eyes, and that would break my heart in two. Lady's with me now, since I showed her how to lay her lily hand in mine. Loop and Lil agree, she's a sight to see, and a treasure for the poor to find. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I'd swim the seas for to ease your pain. Well, here's a new one called Snowing on Raton, which is it's about Raton Pass, which is between Raton, New Mexico, and Trinidad, Colorado. It's kind of the shortest way to Colorado from Texas. Which is not, that's no light recommendation. Well, things in Texas are hopping right along. Apparently everybody in the whole state's unethical except the governor. Huh? He's you never can tell where Willie is. Yeah, see, it's Malibu, the Riviera, Asia. He's that boy for what he's done and everything, and what he is nowadays. He's like the most unchanged person you can imagine. I mean, he's still a creep. That was a stone joke. If Willie was here, he would have laughed. Really? Well, yeah, I mean, I hope he would have laughed. Well, it's called Snowing on Raton. Well, when the wind don't blow in Amarillo, and the moon along the Gunnison don't rise, shall I cast my dreams upon your love, babe, and lie beneath the laughter of your eyes? A snowing on Raton. Come morning, I'll be through them hills and gone. Oh, mother thinks the road is long and lonely. Little brother thinks the road is straight and fine. Oh, darling thinks the road is soft and lovely. I'm thankful that old road's a friend of mine. Snowing on Raton. Come morning, I'll be through them hills and gone. Well, bid the years goodbye, you cannot still them. Well, you cannot turn the circles of the sun. Well, you cannot count the miles until you feel them. And you cannot hold a lover that is gone. Snowing on Raton. Come morning, I'll be through them hills and gone. Tomorrow, the mountains will be sleeping, silent neath a blanket green and blue. Oh, but I shall hear the silence they are keeping. I'll bring all their promises to you. The snowing on Raton. Come morning, I'll be through them hills and gone. All snowing on Raton. Come morning, I'll be through them hills and gone. Come morning, I'll be through them hills and gone. Thanks, y'all. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks. I'd like to see Tiny Tim record that one. Till it's flat. D. Won't say I love you, babe. Won't say I need you, babe. But I'm gonna get you, babe, and I will not do you wrong. Living's mostly wasting time. I waste my share of mine, but it never feels too good, so let's don't take too long. Well, you're soft as glass, and I'm a gentle man. We got the sky to talk about and the world to lie upon. Well, days up and down they come, like rain on a conga drum. Forget most, remember some, oh, but don't turn none away. Everything is not enough, and nothing is too much to bear. Where you've been is good and gone, all you keep is the getting there. Well, to live's to fly, all low and high. So shake the dust off of your wings and the sleep out of your eyes. It's goodbye to all my friends. It's time to go again. Think all the poetry and a picking down the line. I'll miss the system here. The bottom's low and the treble's clear, but it don't pay to think too much on things you leave behind. Well, I may be gone, but it won't be long. I'll be bringing back the melody and the rhythm that I find. We all got holes to fill, and them holes are all that's real. Some fall on you like a storm, sometimes you dig your own. But choice is yours to make, the time is yours to take. Some dive into the sea, some toil upon the stone. Well, to live's to fly, low and high. So shake the dust off of your wings and the sleep out of your eyes. Ah, shake the dust off of your wings and the tears out of your eyes. Thanks, y'all. Well, we're gonna. This is called "Don't Take It Too Bad." I wish Ernest Tubbs could have recorded this song, man, but didn't happen. Well, don't you take it too bad if you're feeling unloving. Well, if you're feeling unfeeling, if you're feeling alone, don't you take it too bad, 'cause it ain't you to blame, babe. Well, it's some kind of game made out of all of this living. had we got left to do? And if you go searching for rhyme or for reason, well, you won't have the time that it takes just for talking about the places you've been, babe, about the faces you've seen, babe. Oh, and how soft the time flies past your window at night. Oh, and we just can't have that girl. It's a hard, lonesome, cold world, and a man needs a woman or to stand by his side and whisper sweet words in his ears about daydreams and roses and playthings and the sweetness of springtime and the sound of the rain. Thank you, thank you. Well, that was good, Don. That's pretty. Thanks very much, all. Thanks. This one's called the Snake Mountain Blues. I went to my doctor. I said, "Doctor, nobody will talk to me." He says, "Next." I may be a lonely schizophrenic, but at least I have each other. Yeah, the Snake Mountain Blues, they got me down low. I could die in the morning, ain't no one would know. My woman come round, my body shit fine. Go down to Dundee, have her time. Well, Mr. $10 man, let me tell where you're bound. You drink your green liquor, man, you'll roll to the ground. But you come around here with your money in your hand, taste of my woman, then you die where you stand. Snake Mountain's gonna crumble, Lord, and fall from the sky, where that woman of mine starts telling her lies. I die, Lord, she'd weep, how she'd weep and she'd moan. As soon as I was buried, she'd forget I'd been born. Love a dark-skinned woman, she won't do you no wrong. start moaning, she don't moan for long. Well, a yellow-headed woman bring you nothing but pain. Takes all you give her, all leaves only shame. My daddy, Lord, he rides on a long holy train. First winds of winter, I'll see him again. It's farewell to this yellow-headed misery I've known. Snake Mountain's calling, all calling me home. The Snake Mountain Blues. My woman come around, my body should find. Go down to Dundee, oh, and have her a time. Let's do a mini final later. Well, me and Donnie are going to do one now called Rake and a Young Man. I wrote this after being alone for about 6 or 7 weeks up in upstate New York doing the college circuit. And all my best friends were the lady behind that handed you the egg salad sandwich. Right? I met them all 20 different colleges. I knew that lady. Well, I used to wake and run with the moon. I lived like a rake and a young man. I covered my lovers with flowers and wounds. My laughter the devil would frighten. The sun, she would come and beat me back down. But every cruel day had its nightfall. I'd welcome the stars with wine and guitars, full of fire and forgetful. But my body was sharp and a dark air clean, and outraged my joyful companion. And whispering women, how sweet did they seem, kneeling for me to command them. And time was like water, but I was the sea. I'd have never noticed it passing, except for the turning of night into day, and a turning a day into cursing. Well, you look at me now, don't think I don't know what all your eyes are saying. Does he want us to believe these ravings and lies are just tricks that his brain's been a-playing? A lover of women he can't hardly stand. He trembles, he's bent, and he's broken. I've fallen, it's true, but I say unto you, hold your tongues until after I've spoken. I was taking my pride in the pleasures I'd known. I laughed, thought I'd be forgiven. But my laughter turned around, eyes blazing, and said, my friend, we're holding a wedding. I buried my face, but it spoke once again. The nights of the day were a binding. And now the dark air is like fire on my skin, and even the moonlight is blinding. Now the dark air is like fire on my skin, and even the moonlight is blinding. Want to do our flashes while we're here? Thanks, y'all. Thanks very much. Thanks. Here's that. Well, let me play this one first for a friend of mine, Teresa. This is about, this is called the Talking Fraternity Blues. I wrote this to write to. I figured when I dropped out of college to become a folk singer, I figured one of the first places I might play would be a fraternity party. So I had to have fraternity songs, so I wrote this, and I played about half of this fraternity party, and it threw me out. It was the last fraternity party I ever played. I was a pledge twice, in 2 different ones. I never did. I couldn't make active, man. Well, I decided to improve my social station. I joined a fraternal organization. I tucked in my shirt, signed on the line right away that said about to improve my mind. They said, son, we don't much like the way you walk. You're going to have to change the way you talk. They said, your dress is kind of slouchy and your attitude's mighty grouchy. They said, you got to learn to bubble. You got to bubble with enthusiasm, and I started bubbling. Well, the most important thing you can't forget is learning the entire Greek alphabet. Now, I never did really understand that that's going to make me any more man, but I learned it. I can whip through that son of a beta backwards in 5 seconds. Then he hit me with some pretty bad news concerning the payment of monthly dues. I never did know where that money went, and never was sure it's real well spent, but I paid it. I ain't no trouble causer, and besides, I figured that's life. If you want good friends, they're going to cost you. Well, it finally got to be party time. I got me a great big old jug of wine. I went back to the house in about an hour. Everybody's drinking whiskey sours, brandy Alexanders, and frozen daiquiris, reciting the Greek alphabet to one another. I see I was going to have to do my very best to get myself out of that fraternity mess. I stood right there outside the door. I chugged that wine like never before. I walked inside and bubbled all over a couple of their dates. Well, now everything's back to normal again. Of course, there's still lots of room for improvement. Friend, that fraternity stuff's too much for me. Next time I want to join a sorority. Give them something to bubble about. Well, we'll be back up sometime sooner than it was this last time. It's been about 5 or 6 years. But it's Donnie Silverman, old buddy, and Mickey White. Well, it's been fun. Y'all have been at Ace. Won't forget you. We'll be thinking about you tomorrow. I'm headed out to Denver, see if I can't find Well, I'm headed out to Denver. See if I can't find that loving Colorado girl of mine. Well, the promise in her smile shames her mountains tall. Oh, the promise in her smile shames the mountains tall. She can bring the sun to shine. She can tell the rain to fall. Oh, it's been a long time, Mama, since I heard you call my name. Oh, it's been a long time, Mama, since I heard you call my name. I got to see my Colorado girl again. Be there tomorrow. Oh, Mama, don't you cry. Be there tomorrow. Oh, Mama, don't you cry. Gonna tell these lonesome Texas blues goodbye. Well, when you're lost in the rain, the war is, and it's Easter time too. And your gravity fails, negativity don't pull you through. Well, don't you put on any airs when you're down on Rue Morgue Avenue. They got some hungry women there. They really make a mess out of you. Oh, sweet Melinda, the peasants call her the goddess of gloom. Oh, she speaks good English, invites you up into her room. Oh, and you're so kind, careful not to go to her too soon. And she takes your voice and leaves you howling at the moon. You see, sweet Annie, please tell her thanks a lot. Well, I cannot move. My fingers are all tied in a knot. I haven't got the strength to get up and take another shot. And my best friend, my doctor, he won't even tell me what it is I got. Well, up on Housing Project Hill, it's either fortune or fame. You must pick one or the other. Oh, neither's gonna be what they claim. And if you're looking to get silly, oh, you better go back to from where you came. Cause the cops don't need you, but they expect the same. Well, I started out on Burgundy, I soon hit the harder stuff. And everybody said they'd stand behind me when the game got rough. Oh, but when I turned around, there wasn't even anybody there that I could bluff. I'm headed back to New York City. I do believe I had enough. Well, I'm headed out to Denver, see if I can't find I'm headed out to Denver, see if I can't find that loving Colorado girl of mine. Oh, that loving Colorado girl of mine. Thanks again, y'all. See you soon, I hope.
Townes Van Zandt, recorded April 18, 1985 at the Down Home in Johnson City, Tennessee. Down Home music is produced by Phil Leonard and Jim Boswell. Production assistance by Kim Rash, Schools Out Productions, and WETS-FM. I'm Wayne Winkler. Thanks for listening to Down Home Music. Funds for the production and distribution of this program were provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting through National Public Radio's Satellite Program Development Fund, the Tennessee Department for Tourist Development, and the Center for Appalachian Studies and Services at East Tennessee State University.